I'm about to make is false. Aging makes you less adventurous and less creative. What's more true, and my personal mission, is to help you turn retirement into the beginning of a big growth journey so you can become more adventurous and more creative. In this video, I'm going to share 5 key steps to help you find your sense of adventure and creativity, so stick around to the end because you never know which one will resonate the most. I'm Cyn Meyer, the founder of Second Wind Movement and a life coach for older adults who are striving to turn their retirement years into their best years full of purpose and passion. So here are the 5 steps to finding your sense of adventure and creativity. Step number 1 is debunking the idea that retirement is a time to just settle down for a life of only leisure. For most people, an eternal vacation is not going to cut it, and it's like going from 60 to 0, which is a shock to the system if you don't have a plan in place for all that energy. You are meant to convert that active energy and vitality into your new role and identity in retirement. And if you're someone who thinks, what's the use at this age? Let's quickly debunk that with these impressive seniors who hit their adventurous and creative strides well past their 6th decade. Mountain climber, leadership guru, and entrepreneur Werner Berger. He started climbing at age 55 and he completed the 7 summits at age 77, setting a record. He has led several others, including an 85-year-old woman, to achieve their own adventurous treks around the world. Author Laura Ingalls Wilder started writing at age 43, and at age 65, she published Little House in the Big Woods, a series that she continued until she was age 76. And then there's the famous folk artist Anna Marie Robertson, Grandma Moses, who began painting at age 78. She had her first art show at age 80 in 1940 and painted until age 101. And for inspiration from a couple people who aren't as famous but just as inspirational, our very own community members. Sue, she just launched her first book at age 68 and she has more books that she plans to write and they're in the works. Steve Gardner, after many health setbacks, continued to pursue his love of climbing mountains, and he reached the top of Mount Lassen on his 70th birthday last year, and he continues his beautiful growth journey. Paulette started her online yoga teaching business at age 70 and continues to explore many more different ways to pursue her passions and new hobbies. Of course, this didn't just happen overnight, nor on a whim, and it came with a trusty process, and a big step in that process is number 2, find clarity. Being crystal clear on what actually matters to you is huge when it comes to realizing your sense of adventure and creativity. Because of course, no meaningful, important, fulfilling goal is going to be super easy. You need to be resilient to withstand some of those peaks and valleys that will come. If your activities align with your core values, which are a focal point when finding clarity, you'll be more likely to withstand any setbacks in the long run as you work toward your goals and nurture your sense of adventure and creativity. Self-reflection is a foundational step that most people miss when they're trying to really figure out what activities they want to partake in, especially over the long term. And while most people look to outer influences like what other people suggest you should be doing, or maybe what's popular among senior groups, authentic clarity comes from within. And in case you want help with clarity, we have a free Finding Clarity workbook. I'll leave a link in the description below this video because that's how important this step is. Once you have clarity, you can head to number 3, research your options. And of course, researching your options is so much simpler once you know exactly what you're looking for. From your list of brainstormed ideas, you're now able to research with intent for opportunities that you can join. You can start your search online since the internet is a beast when it comes to finding resources. And as you explore offline options, you'll be focused on more like-minded people who you can tap as a resource. And you can start to brainstorm with key people about where and how to engage in your new venture. This step kind of falls into place once you have that clarity in step number 2. The how just kind of falls into place the more clear you are. But what takes a bit more effort is your mindset, which brings us to step number 4. Adopt a growth mindset. Before you step off on your new venture, developing a growth mindset is going to help you achieve your goals more quickly. When you create any new experience for yourself, not only does it feel awkward and strange, but you can almost guarantee it'll come with its setbacks and challenges. The big takeaway from adopting a growth mindset is to embrace these challenges. Look forward to failures and setbacks and pain points. It sounds weird, but learning the skill of learning instead of just seeking approval. So learning from others and their experiences is a huge part of growing. And while it may be difficult to seek feedback instead of approval, being a learn-it-all instead of a know-it-all can make all the difference in how you limit or don't limit yourself. By understanding that this is all part of the process and by appreciating the process, you'll not only be more likely to grow as an adventurous and creative person, but you'll also create lifelong learning and new fulfilling experiences for yourself in the long term. And step number 5 is to surround yourself with the right people, as in people aligned with your growth and your adventure and your creativity and those goals. As you leave your comfort zone, you'll likely benefit from leaving your standard social circles too. And here's what I mean. There's a big difference between people in your circle of influence versus your circle of concern. The people who will support your growth and the kind of adventure and creativity that you're seeking to achieve will be in your circle of influence, which are the people who encourage that growth and your success and your change and your evolution, versus people who don't want to see you really change and they're kind of stuck in gossipy, fear-based habits. You may want to find an accountability partner among new like-minded friends who are also embarking on a similar journey. And even if you decide to chase your new goal with a familiar friend who's already in your social circle, be open-minded about making new connections and finding an accountability partner with someone new, because a fresh perspective from someone new can be very beneficial to nurturing your growth. So your adventure awaits. By finding your sense of adventure and creativity, you can create new growth experiences for yourself, which is so key for living your best retirement life full of purpose and passion. To recap the 5 steps for finding your sense of adventure and creativity, number 1, debunk the myth and the stereotype that as you age, you lose your sense of adventure and you become less creative. That is so false. Number 2, find clarity. Without it, you'll risk losing time and energy. Number 3, research your options. Once you find clarity, these options fall into place. Number 4, adopt a growth mindset and embrace challenges. And number 5, surround yourself with like-minded people from your circle of influence versus your circle of concern. Remember, you are designed for lifelong growth and you're meant to change, develop, explore, and evolve at every life stage. And your brain uses the use it or lose it principle. So go and seek your sense of adventure and creativity. Thank you so much for being here and for striving to be your best during retirement. We need more people like you to help shift our culture to be better. So please like, share, and subscribe and comment on this video. Every engagement that you make with our videos helps us do a better job of creating helpful content for this very important audience of older adults. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.